fourth mega reality. Are you ready for this? Are you sitting down?
Yes.
You're leaning against the wall, at least. Okay, that's good. And this, I thought 20 years ago would be gone by now, but it's actually intensified. It blows my mind to even have to say this. Paper. Paper, paper everywhere, but not a thought to think. We were promised in the mid-1980s, you wouldn't have known this, but the rest of us. We were promised in the 1980s, in the future, we would all be working in what? Paperless. Paperless office in a paperless society. Now, raise your hand proudly if you work in a paperless office. Too tough a question. Raise your hand proudly if you work in an office where there's less pieces of paper, or is it fewer? Any English majors? There's less of the stuff. Less pieces of paper today than, say, a year ago. Yeah. All right, that's good. How many anticipate that next year there'll be less paper in your office than today? A few brave souls. How about 5 years out? All right, quiz question here. Let's give away something good. Let's see. 10 ways to simplify your life by organizing your home. These are all written by me. Paper will continue to be an effective medium for years to come. Why so much paper in Western and industrialized nations? Guesses, please. There's two fundamental reasons. Give me one of the two, you get the booklet. Give me both, you get ice cream sundae. Yes?
Because the print function is so easy available. In the software.
That was my bad toss, it wasn't your bad catch. Alright. The print function, he said, is too easily available. That's absolutely one of them. In other words, we have more computers, more printers, fax machines still, more copiers, more personal technology today per capita than ever before, especially in the U.S., but particularly in Europe and Brazil and Southeast Asia and some other places. More of the technology with the capacity to produce paper. Now that in itself is not necessarily a real issue until you see people are printing out Little League schedules and recipes and duplicate and triplicate of reports and backing up things, and there's no end to it. And so all of a sudden, to cover our barriers, we've got paper all over the place. You go into people's offices today, you open up their file folders, their filing cabinets, and it's stuffed. Not yours, all right, excellent. I also have a policy today. Any new document that comes into my office, I will assess it first for its scannability. Can I save it on my hard drive as opposed to a hard copy file? Absolutely. So, paper abounds. In the U.S., the typical person, you can believe this, encounters a 55-foot high stack of paper per year. In other words, more than a foot a week, more than a linear foot a week. And if I were to stack up the paper up and up and up and up and up, and there were no ceiling here, it would crush this table. At some point, we'd get to the capacity of this table, and the paper we receive in a year would crush this table. Now, we take it all in. We don't get our names off of lists. We drop our business card into the chamber punch bowl. We volunteer half the time for most of the paper that we encounter. And then we forget that we did it. All right. For the booklet, 12 ways to sail through your day. Who can give me the first 4 mega realities? Whoa, listen to that. And I'm not throwing them anymore. So, as a room, population, information raining down on us, media growth, and paper. Every